So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, so Week 14 of the NFL season is coming to a close, and for the Chicago Bears, they edge out a good win against the Detroit Lions on Sunday. In this video, as always, I'm going to give my recap on what I saw during the game, give my grades for offense, defense, special teams, and coaching, and without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at another video. Today, we're doing the Bears. The Bears get a nice win over the Detroit Lions on Sunday, 28-13. So before we get into the recap video, I think this game calls for a complimentary victory sip. Now that that's out the way, it feels good to finally quiet some of these Lions fans down. And it feels good to get back-to-back division wins. So I'm not going to hold y'all for too much longer. Let's get straight into the recap. The main question everybody wants to know: how did Justin Fields play on Sunday? I thought he was decent. I thought he was really good in certain points of this game. He was 19 of 33 for 223 yards passing, averaged 11 yards per throw, 1 touchdown, only took 3 sacks, and had an 88.3 quarterback rating. Justin Fields, he had moments where he was dynamic on Sunday. The first touchdown drive, they were able to go down the field. He was able to, engineer some stuff with his legs. They ran in for a touchdown. But at the second quarter, stuff started to break down for him a little bit. Taking the sacks, holding the ball too long. The play calling got really bad as well, so that didn't help. But man, that third and fourth quarter, he really turned it on, especially that fourth quarter. He had a play where they drew the Lions off sides, and he read it perfectly. Adjusted pre-snap, read the coverage. DJ Moore flashes right across his face, deep down the field, hits him right in his numbers for a touchdown. Then he ran for a touchdown. Was Justin Fields perfect on Sunday? No. He missed some throws. But my thing is, every quarterback misses throws. There is no perfect quarterback in the NFL. The main thing that he went out there and did was he found a way to win us a game, in a tight game in which we needed to get a little bit of separation. No quarterback is perfect. I don't know why people expect Fields to be perfect. Does he need to improve, getting the ball out of his hands quicker? Yes. Does he need to improve his pocket awareness? Yes. But when it comes down to it, he was able to get us this win. And especially in the fourth quarter, he was decisive, whether he needed to run or pass, and he was finding open guys. So he did what he needed to do. While the stats may not jump off the paper towards you, when you watch the game, he was dynamic and he made the plays that he needed to make. Good game for Justin Fields. For the rushing, Fields led the team in rushing with only 58 yards. I felt like the rushing game was going to struggle either way. The Detroit Lions played a run really, really well. There were a couple plays where Fields got crushed late. He's running into guys head on. The QB runs, the Lions snuffed that out all day. But when Fields was able to sit back there in the pocket, when nobody was open, he was able to take off. He also got a touchdown on the day. DJ Moore also had a rushing touchdown. At one point, he had more rushing attempts than he had passing targets. Deontay Foreman only had 11 touches for 50 yards. It was a bit of a struggle for a running game. They still got over 100 yards rushing. That's all you can ask for against the Detroit Lions defense, which is pretty good against the run. I'd like to see a little bit more creativity there as well. Receiving, I felt like the receiving really came on during the second half. DJ Moore was able to get 6 receptions for 68 yards and had a touchdown on the day off that fourth down play. Really good route running by DJ to get open down the field. That connection with Fields has been deadly. They don't talk about it enough. But really, Cole Kmet, he was second in the team for receiving yards with 66 and had 5 receptions. I really want to talk about Darnell Mooney right now. He's really struggling. He's really struggling to get some type of chemistry with Fields. Everything is just a little bit out of his reach, or, it's hitting him in his hands and he's dropping it. They're just not hooking up on the same page. We know Darnell Mooney, he's in a role where he doesn't get featured a lot. I think Fields has gotten used to throwing everything towards DJ Moore and him catching everything, that I feel like Fields can kind of overcompensate with Mooney, because Mooney doesn't have that much of a catch radius, so everything has to be on the numbers. I'm pretty sure he'll get it figured out if they decide to keep him past this year. But I did like the receiving game. on Sunday. I felt like there were some rough patches where guys weren't getting open or they weren't being schemed open. I'm going to give the offense a B-. They scored 28 points against one of the better defenses in the league. No turnovers. I felt like the protection on Sunday was kind of iffy, but I felt like the Bears offense played pretty well, especially late towards that game. I'm going to give them a B-. Now this defense is playing stellar right now. They held the Lions to 13 points, an offense that can really put up 30 points at any given time, and they were able to force turnovers. They were getting tackles. They playing disciplined football and not many penalties. Jaquan Brisker led the team in tackles with 17 total tackles, 13 solos, broke up a pass, and forced a fumble. The young players for that Bears defense are coming through. Gervon Dexter got his first sack on Sunday. Montez Sweat has been a game wrecker. He had 2 sacks on the day? I think he had 2 sacks on the day. The guys are getting interceptions. Jalen Johnson was able to get another interception. Tremaine Edmonds got another interception. This defense, Matt Eberflus has his defense playing well. They were able to generate pressure. I think they had 4 sacks altogether on Jared Goff. This defense is playing well. Their corners, their safeties. If they are able to get another pass rusher outside of Montez Sweat, this defense can be deadly. They play the run very well. They've been playing the pass very well. They shut down Amon-Ra St. Brown. They were able to shut down the run game in the second half. They boxed Jared Goff, who was holding the ball forever in that pocket, and gave the pass rush enough time to get to him. I like the defense. They're getting the A+. They played lights out. I'm really liking, some of the moves that Poles made. Edmonds, Edwards, Sanborn, Brisker, Gordon, they're all playing well. Dexter, Sweat, they're all playing well. I got to give them their props. An A+ for the Bears defense. Special teams. Cairo Santos only had 1 field goal blocked, but he was 3 of 3 on field goals, and the extra point was blocked on the day. I'm going to give special teams an A. They were able to come through for us late in the game, hit some good field goals to put us up a little bit more. I really like the way Velus Jones was returning kicks, but I'm going to give them an A. We're going to start with the coaching staff. I think the coaching staff is going to get a B- for me. While Luke Getsy's play calling on 4th down and 3rd down with the QB power up the middle, and the 4th down play calls, I don't know what that was, a run to DJ Moore out of the QB sneak formation. That really changed the tide of the game for a while. So that's going to dock them a little bit, but Matt Eberflus, he's really been showing some stuff with that defense. He overrided Luke Getsy on that 4th down and 13, and it turned into a touchdown. His defense is flying to the ball, they're getting turnovers. This is what they wanted from Matt Eberflus when he got hired. A defense that can generate turnovers, play discipline, get pressure, get sacks, and they've been doing that, and it's led to the Bears winning 2 straight games. So I'm going to give the coaching staff a B-. While Matt Eberflus was good at calling his defense, Luke Getsy's offensive play calling is still bad. He still doesn't put his players in positions to succeed, and I think that's going to dock them a few points. But overall, I think the Bears played really well on Sunday. They were able to get their 2nd straight win and their 2nd straight divisional win. This was a big win for them, a confidence builder. They got the Browns next week. That will be a tough game with their defense. But I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these Bears videos. Of course, follow me on social media, as there's bound to be news about the Bears popping up midweek. I'm going to get up out of here, bear down, and I'm out. Peace.